Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for December 2022. This is going to be for Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided, or you may be checking on a Capricorn's energy. If so, just know there's messages for you also. I work with my spirit guides who then work with your spirit guides, so trust in your intuition above all. I also want to say happy birthday to those Capricorns celebrating towards the end of December. My granddaughter is one of them, Faith. She is on the 26th, the day after Christmas. Doesn't bother her though. I always thought, oh, that's not, it's like, okay, we just get through one celebration, now we got to go through a birthday celebration, but she loves it. So anyways, welcome guys. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to use 3 different decks. We're going to use the Light Tarot for your main spread. We're going to use the Crystal Vision for your clarifiers, or to go a level deeper if you dare. And then we're going to begin with Mother Mary Oracle cards. And this is just to get our words of wisdom. What Mother Mary wants us to know. So let's go ahead and give them a shuffle. Everything's pre-shuffled, by the way, guys. One more. Let's give them a cut. I feel like that's your card. Maybe that one too. So we're going to go ahead and take it. Alright, let's begin. We have inner child, your inner child. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. Inner child. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. Boundaries. Boundaries. I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. Inner child and boundaries. So we'll see how that plays in the reading. I'll read it at the end from the book. It just always blows me away. I don't know if it still blows you away, but it blows me away each and every time. That's what I love about doing these readings. Like, I've been doing them for so many years, but I swear I still get blown away. I get blown away by the synchronicities and the clarity, and what I feel is the truth, right? It's about the lessons in life and love and money, all that. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to start your yearly reading soon. For 2023. I planned on starting them in October, but that didn't happen. So I will, because I started a membership program, so I've been devoting more time to that. Definitely check that out if you're interested. Just hit the join button right below, and it'll break down the tiers for you. Tier 1 is just a thank you, Sandy, for your work. Tier 2 is special videos for you, plus through those videos, I just teach how I read tarot. And Tier 3 is where we go live, and you can ask whatever questions you want. And I try to do it weekly. This week maybe not, but I do try to do it weekly. So, and I don't put any restrictions on the questions. Anyway, if you're interested. Okay. I think I'm going to shuffle for your cards, Capricorn. And let's begin. I just did Sagittarius as a reading, and you did come up in it, just so you know that. We start with Justice. First of all, card of Libra. When Justice shows in a reading, it's about really making you whole again. Fair and just. What's all fair and just in the world? Sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes it's because there's ties that need to be cut. This could certainly talk about a divorce. Let's keep going. Let's see. Let me bring the lid down so you can see. I feel like I brought it down too much. Whoa. Wow. Hello, destiny. We have the wheel. Movement. Something's moving. We have the Emperor, interesting because that just showed in the last reading also. And normally I don't tie readings together like that, but I literally just got done redoing it and different decks, completely different decks, but you're getting some of the same cards. So we have the Emperor, card of Aries, and then we have the King of Cups. Can be a, I was going to say a Virgo, can be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be. I have a feeling I'm cutting ties with one of these at the end. Let's see who, let's see why. We have the Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy. Something's changing quickly. Also the energy of what I think about, I bring about. I like how your cards are just kind of floating out. We have the Seven of Wands right next to the Eight of Wands. And then look at this, we have the World. The next chapter, the next portal. I love the World's energy because I feel like this is where I feel closest to God, or this is where my spirituality is alive. Not just alive, but it's, you know, I feel like I can't enter into the door of the world unless I'm at that energy. Why do I feel it's the closest to God? Because it's the last major arcana. Coming under the Emperor. So I feel like this Emperor's coming with you, wherever that may be. I feel some of you have just maybe graduated, maybe you've gotten a law degree, or you're thinking of going after a law degree. I feel like it's very supported here. And listen, it doesn't have to be a law degree, but it may be where you're doing something where you're helping others find balance within their world. And if that's the case, it just feels very natural. Even if I went to school for it, it still feels like natural. We have the Magician, the Manifester. Coming under this King of Cups. Let's take 4 more. I was going to stop there, but I feel like I want to take 4 more. I just want to see what's going to come under this 8. Look how everything's just floating out. We have the 6 of Cups. Well, I have a feeling some of you are going to have memories that are going to flash back to you. These would be good memories. You know, the Emperor's a father. This could be a father who helps guide you. This could also be the return of someone from the past. And if that's the case, this would be someone that I do have very treasured memories with. Again, doesn't have to mean I was in love with them. Maybe I'm going to fall in love with them. Or maybe I even loved them as a friend. Something's happening. Something's happening here. Alright, let's go. Oh, why did I put it there? Someone may be thinking of you, and you're thinking of them. We have the moon. Card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. The moon can talk about uncertainty. The sun's not out. I can't know everything in this energy. You know, we in November, we went through the total lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. Could certainly be speaking of that also, because that moon, that eclipse, called to me to do readings for you all on what you needed to know right now, and I'll connect that at the end. But you know, I know that moon was important, and I felt like what it was doing was really eclipsing some things out of our lives, but that's so that new things can come in. There is a door that's opening in the world. The Magician right next to that gives, you know, it puts the power in your hands. And I just have to say, if this is relating to work in any way, this feels like a promotion, you know, self-employment. It feels destined. It's almost like maybe I had to, like, learn some experiences. And that's what justice again stands for, right? Finding fairness again in the world. So and listen, for some of you, maybe you had to cut ties with someone, and it's like you did, and then boom, quickly, energy starts moving, and you may be hearing from someone. You know, it's almost like I go on my Facebook and I put, you know, where once I was married or once I was in a relationship where, like, boom, I'm single, and someone may see it and reach out. I don't think that's the only way, but I do feel like for someone that is how it happens. I feel some of you are like becoming teachers in like the area of energy, like you're understanding how energy works. And because of that, I feel like you're helping others. Just feels natural. Six of Wands. Wow. The energy of victory. You know, this is also the energy of your actions and other people looking up to you because of your actions. You know, if this Emperor is representing any kind of promotion or movement forward in your career, this is great energy to have, because this is where everyone is looking to you, paying attention to what you have to say, but not only what you have to say, but the actions that you have taken, what you have overcome. Two sixes. 66. Route 66. That's what it makes me think of. And then, well, hello. Now we have three sixes. But it comes with the Lovers. Come on. Well, the Lovers and the Six of Cups are mirroring each other. It's actually this way. It's the Six of Cups. And then the Lovers. They're mirroring each other. Which is exactly what they do in the mirror, in the Lovers' energy. They are each other's mirror. The Lovers is a card of Gemini. It's the meaning of the card is the head over heart decision. But I feel it as chemistry. I just feel it as chemistry. I feel like someone is reaching out to you. But it is because of actions that you've taken. Again, whether I cut ties with someone and now I'm putting on my social media that I'm single and someone sees that and is like, oh, maybe I should reach out. That I feel like is going to happen. I also feel like your experiences are like putting you on the stage where other people now look to you. And And I don't feel this is a burden. I just feel, it just feels natural. It feels very natural. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Well, the High Priestess, but really the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. Card Taurus. And I was just talking about the Taurus full moon. The eclipse in Taurus. But the Hierophant, you know, it's the number 5, first of all, so it does speak of change. It's at the bottom of the deck, so this is normally maybe what allows this change to happen. The Hierophant speaks of your belief system. Are you living it? You know, 5 always wants you to stop and question and change what needs to be changed so that you can live the best life possible. You don't have to change anything if you don't want to. But if you're looking for your best potential, then I want to look at this. Right? Am I living in my own belief system, or have I taken on other people's? I feel like this is also your energy, your vibration becoming higher. All right, let's bring in the crystal vision and let's get deeper into this. First of all, you have 3 major arcanas right in the first row. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcanas. Could speak of a lot of change, Capricorn. This change doesn't feel bad though. Interesting how we open one with Justice though. So, first of all, there may be some type of tie that needs cut. And I feel like immediately when I cut that tie, I'm rebalanced. Okay. Well, hello. We have the Knight of Swords, another synchronicity. Of the last reading I did, this is where the Knight of Swords came out. This could talk about communication, just coming your way. Truth. Honesty. Coming over justice. Interesting because it's like, I feel like I cut those ties to what was, and what wants to be begins, if I allow it. Another knight. Look at that. We have the Empress. Beautiful. Coming over the wheel. You know, why is the wheel moving? Because you're ready. You know, and look at this. The Empress and the Emperor right beside each other. I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened in Sagittarius' reading too. And I don't want to keep bringing it up. But holy cow, the synchronicities are really kind of mind-blowing. So we have the Empress coming over the wheel. That tells me why the wheel's starting to move, because I myself have learned a lot. I myself have cut ties to what no longer is serving me. I have moved back into my belief system, who I am. The Empress is loving and nurturing and creative, gives birth to her epiphanies. But she's also very strong, and she's balanced. You know, she trusts her energy as the measure is something good or is something not good. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Wow. Coming over this Emperor. So remember, knights are coming in. Knights, I often feel, are ordered by the Queen or the King. And they're going to complete their mission, whether we accept it or not. This brings a lot of passion into the reading. Desirable energy. Again, coming right over the Emperor. It would make sense, right? Fire, sending fire. I mean that in the best of ways. Heading right to the Empress. You know, I speak so much in my readings about us reaching the Empress's energy. We already have it within us. And what does that mean? It means that Instead of becoming hard and cold and shutting my heart down to life, I learned through my experiences. I have become wiser. So I don't need to fear, because now I trust my own intuition above all. If something comes towards me that is not good for me, your intuition will let you know, especially in the Empress's energy. Again, the Empress is not afraid to take a chance because she trusts herself. She couldn't have gotten to that part without some hard lessons, but then the ability to overcome it. Swear to God, I feel like I'm writing somewhere that I'm single. And someone is like, wow, here's my opportunity. We have the wheel, but I have to tell you, it came in reverse. Over this king. I feel like one king is being cut out, eclipsed out. But that's because something new wants to begin. I love the Emperor and the Empress side by side, especially with the Empress coming over the wheel. Destiny. Movement. Why? Because I cut the ties that were no longer serving me. Wow, that puts someone into action. Whether they see it or they just know it. You know, I feel like the Emperor and the Empress are soulmates, no doubt. Okay. We have the Three of Swords. You know, Three of Swords speaks about the heartache that was. You know, taking these swords to the heart. One of the things I can look at, was I in a repeat pattern? Did I give someone multiple chances and each time they let me down? If so, I want to know that. I want to learn from that, and I want to grow from that. Chances are I also need to let that go, because look what follows it. Another night, and now it's the Knight of Cups. This night is responsible to bring you in a cup of fulfillment. Something that makes your heart sing. I feel like it's chemistry. I feel like it's chemistry. And I feel like it won't be able to be denied. Of course, it's your decision. But boy, do I feel the chemistry between these two people. It's interesting how your cards are coming out too, like one by one. Well, hello, Star, my hopes, my dreams, my wishes. And then with the Magician right beside that, the ability to manifest them. It is the card of Aquarius. I know if Aquarius is out there, it would be like, hey, why didn't you mention my name? This is about your dreams. This is about something coming true. Even if, you know, it's interesting because the Knight of Cups is unexpected. It's the one night that's really unexpected. I can't really plan for it. I just don't know when it's going to happen. But it will happen in the right time. Now, again, what I do with it's going to be up to me. But I feel somewhere deep within you, this is something that you want, wished for. And maybe I really had to look at this pattern back here. Again, I may have given someone multiple times, multiple chances, and each time they let me down. Well, if that's the case, and you know, and I don't feel this is that person, but let's say that person still wants to try to come back again, as the Empress's energy, you'll shut it down because you know that now. And once you know it, you can't unlearn it. Listen, the star, the Empress and the Emperor are sharing that energy. Alright, we have the Ten of Pentacles. You know, it did show in reverse, but the wheel is in reverse up here also. And what's anchored by this Ten of Pentacles in reverse is the Three of Swords in the upright. I feel like some of you were in the Ten of Pentacles, right? Could have been an abundant household, but maybe there wasn't much love in it. You know, it's like, I love my home, but there's not much love. I don't feel like it has to continue that way. And then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay. This puts a little damper on the reading, but listen, I feel like it's temporary. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Three of Wands, this is where I would, without doubt, move forward into this next path. I wouldn't give it a second thought. But with it reverse, maybe I do give it a second thought. And I feel like if you are giving a second thought, I feel like it's tied back to old love, old hurt, old pain. Some of you, listen, maybe you did cut ties with someone who you were in a repeat pattern for, and it's interesting because all of a sudden I'm feeling, but when I'm lonely, it's almost like I want them to come back, but I don't think your soul wants them to come back. It's just that human loneliness. I feel like there's someone else who wants to come in, who's a much better fit, who won't make you go through this repeat patterns. I don't think you will anyway. 3 threes, by the way. 3s and 6s. You know, the Three of Wands is a mindset. It's my intention. It's how I look at the world. In the Three of Wands, I'm looking at, you know, all that can be. I don't know when. I don't know how. I just know that my ships will come in when they're ready to come in. The Empress knows that. But it is in reverse. Now, I feel like that's just temporary. It's interesting because I feel like look at this, the Emperor again. Okay. I don't think we need to know any, like over and over we have the Empress connected here. First of all, connected to the Knight of Wands, bringing in something that is desirable, passionate. I feel the chemistry through the Lovers. And now we have the Emperor again with the Knight of Cups right above it. The Emperor and the Empress are now connected by the Knight of Cups. Hello. I can tell you, this tells me that both these people are upstanding people. Doesn't mean they always were. Because again, I had to learn a lot. You know, that's what life is about. It's like this is our teaching ground. And there's a lot to be learned. But when we learn it, the expansion our soul receives is tremendous. And that's when you start to see like these unbelievable, unexpected things come into your life. You know, I know this energy with the Empress and the energy and the Knight of Cups. Unexpected. I know that energy because that's how my current love that I'm with, that's how it happened with us. He reached out, called me out of the blue after 40 some years, and we're now together. So I do know that energy, and I know that it can happen. Well, with the Devil, the card of Capricorn, in the upright. You know, it's definitely connecting you to the star, it's definitely telling you this is about your hopes and dreams and wishes and the ability to manifest them. Again, I may at one time had that 10 of Pentacles, but I don't think I have it anymore. But that's okay, because I feel like I can rebuild that, especially with the Empress and the Emperor. Listen, I can not only build that 10 of Pentacles again, I can build the 10 of Cups right along with it. All right, let's look at the Lovers. Come on. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Mirrored by this 6. 6 of Cups. Again, you know, this is about someone or even a time period where you really do have, I'm going to call them treasured memories. Almost like, you know, when my life is difficult, when I lay my head down at night, this may be where I go. And it's interesting because maybe I don't even know it, but in a way I'm helping to manifest it. You know, when I see the 2 of Cups, it's a soulmate energy. To me, it means destined. The wheel's on reverse on one king, but the wheel is in the upright. Where'd it go? Somewhere else. Oh, right over the Empress. I feel like this person's being eclipsed out because someone else is coming in. 2 of Cups over the Lovers. Wow. I don't know if I said that this Lovers is a card of Gemini. I should say that. You have a lot of major arcanas also, and really beautiful major arcanas. I would say the most difficult major arcana you have would be Justice. And, you know, why is it difficult? Because it does require, you know, cutting of certain ties, and it is to bring you back to balance. It's to make you whole again. Someone has been like nipping at you, but this is about making you whole again so that you can experience, listen, first of all, if it's love, at the highest level, truly at the highest level. I feel like not only what I have lost will I gain again, but I'm going to gain it in divine light. Wow. The star right above the 2 of Cups. The star right over the world. This next chapter. This Knight of Cups showing up right when it should, right? The next chapter. Well, here comes this Knight of Cups. You know, not only is the Knight of Cups showing, but it's also delivering exactly what it says it's bringing in. All these knights are. I feel like the only warning I want to give you is be careful who you give your time to. Because if they've stabbed you in the heart over and over and over again, they're going to do it again. It's just a pattern. And maybe it's a karmic lesson. Justice can certainly represent karmic. This is not karmic. This is destiny. This is soulmate. For some, perhaps even a twin flame. The Lovers in the 2 of Cups is mirrored by the 6 of Cups. This could represent a past life. And I'm saying that because I just did a past life reading also, and it was a past life love reading, and I loved that reading. It was one of my favorite. Really, it truly was one of my favorite readings. So some of you may relate to that, or you've already watched it. I feel like inner child is speaking to allowing yourself to live through, you know, allow yourself to have these type of experiences that Think of when you were a kid, you know, it's like Christmas time, the excitement, the joy, right? And I also feel like don't rush, like enjoy each and every moment. You know, I don't like to always do love readings. It's not that I don't like it. I know some people are like, is that all you do, Sandy? No, I don't. It's everything is in here. And I don't want to ignore the lessons, because if I ignore the lessons, then I don't know about this over here. That may be why the Three of Wands is in reverse. The potential that I do not go forward with this. It's, you know, it's in your court. Okay. I just want to take a couple more cards, and I'm just going right over it. Right over it. See if anything else wants to come out. We have the Strength card. Came in reverse. Huh. We have the Four of Wands. Hello. Okay. I feel like the Strength card's coming in reverse due to this Three of Swords. You know, it's almost like I had to learn that I could overcome the pain of the past, that I could overcome it. And then this Knight of Cups is bringing in the Four of Wands. Well, that is the marriage card. And by the way, the Empress, the Four of Wands, the Emperor. The Empress, the Knight of Cups, the Emperor. I don't know. Listen, if it's not marriage, it's commitment. And what I love about the Four of Wands is everyone in this couldn't imagine being anywhere else. Now, doesn't mean it's instant, though I do feel the chemistry is instant. But it does ultimately say that these two people are making an ultimate commitment to each other. You know, it's funny because I feel like I have lived, like my love life has kind of been in the shitter. But now everything is changing. It's changing because of your actions, though. Because you're realizing, especially in this Three of Swords, if it's a repeat pattern, you're seeing it. And because you see it, once you tell yourself the truth, you can cut those ties. And I feel like when we cut the ties with justice, it immediately puts us back into balance. And that's how we want to live. You know, the Empress, remember, she doesn't allow herself to get cold and hard to life. Quite the opposite. What she's learned is to trust her own energy on her measurement of what she should do. The Emperor, I feel like, is someone, you know, both these people have been through it. No doubt. They've been through it. But they've had the opportunity to really gain so much wisdom from it. It's not about regretting, right? Because if I look at it, I can learn from it. And if I can learn from it, that's all my soul wants. And once I learn, boom, the wheel starts turning. I'm telling you, for some, I feel like somewhere, like I'm writing the word single, and someone is picking up on it. Listen, it can even be in where I work at. Like I go in and be like, I tell one person, yep, I'm single now, and it gets around the office, and then someone who maybe has been waiting for that says, okay, well, that's my opportunity now. I feel like as this relates to love, Capricorn, this is quite beautiful. You know, are you going to allow it? I hope so. I feel like it is time to put our past in our past, especially since we're entering into a new year. And let's not forget, This may be the last time you hear me say this. We are in the year of the Lovers. So I feel like for some of you, even though we're late in the year, this is the time. This is the time. And I think I'm going to leave it there because I feel like the ball is in your court. Let's read from Mother Mary, though. Let's read Inner Child. Mother Mary watches over all children, including the child who always resides within each adult. This card comes to you as a reminder to care for your inner child who is crying out for attention. If you're only working and not having fun, this part of you begins to feel neglected and sad. This is a message for you to create time for amusement and play. Your inner child also craves attention. If you've been overly critical of yourself lately, he or she may feel shame or depression. Forgive yourself, as Mother Mary forgives you for what you think you've done or not done. Learn from any mistakes instead of holding on to self-destructive guilt. Right this moment, please reassure your inner child that you love her or him. Well, that is how you get to the Empress's status. That is how you become the Empress or the Emperor. All right, let's read boundaries. Since God doesn't make victims, this card asks you not to act like one in any way. This is a message of self-empowerment. Instead of blaming others, convey your expectations and true feelings to them. Stand up for yourself, even if you risk conflict and confrontation. Why can't I say that? Confrontation. You can ask God, Jesus, and Mother Mary to guide your words so you maintain your boundaries from a standpoint of love instead of fear. Others will respect you for being assertive, and you will respect yourself more because you're treating yourself lovingly. Well, I don't know. Another reading I just love. Really think about energy and really think about, like, even in just numerology, like this year is about to end. We're in the year of the Lovers. Listen, sometimes it doesn't happen till the last minute, even though I do feel like really when it comes to tarot, it's from, I feel like March is when the new year starts. But if we go by the calendar year, listen, I feel like if something has been eclipsed and it has hurt you, like something's been eclipsed from your life, but it has caused you pain, probably over and over and over again, I feel like the opportunity to see that and then to cut that opens up a whole new world for you. This is love at the highest level. Doesn't mean I don't have to work at it or I don't have to reach it, but I feel like the past has no place in this present or future. I just don't feel like it does. The lessons, yes. But the rest, no. Why? Because this feels so legitimate to me. This feels so loving to me. This feels like everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to be at this party. And it's directly connecting you and the Empress, and your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. I want to say don't fret over what you have lost. And I know that's easier said than done, right? Especially if it's been the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe I lost half my Pentacles. You know what I mean? That type of thing. But listen, you're going to rebuild them. More than that. I don't know. This just feels like love at the highest level. Again, the Three of Wands in reverse puts the ball in your court. You can say yay or you can say nay. I feel like if you want to say yay, but you are still a little fearful, then you take it step by step by step, which is how we should do it anyways. And why am I saying that? Because I feel like there is like a lot of romance and a lot of good things that I don't want to miss along the way, right? Like maybe I want that commitment right away. But the truth of the story is there's so much love being built up here. And listen, you may not realize it, even though I feel like that chemistry is so strong. So I say turn the Three of Wands around and understand that these ships want to come in for you. And you have every right for them to come in for you. This is about destiny. Some are being eclipsed out, while some are coming in. I loved your reading, Capricorn. Just loved it. Use your own intuition, for sure. But I feel like you got the message. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever said that, but I feel like you've got the message. And I'm going to let that be. I want to thank you for everything you've done for me for the year. Helping to support my channel, keep it alive while, you know, it's been a difficult couple years. So, you know, thanks to you, I've been able to stay on YouTube, and I thank you and I love you. I really love you guys. I do this for you. I enjoy seeing, like, I love what I do. But if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you. All my gratitude. And again, happy birthday to those celebrating a birthday. I'll see you next time at our table. I'll see you next year, but I'll see you before that. Bye-bye.